you don't think about your money anymore. And in 5 years, that will be the most normal thing in the world, even if you're just starting out. Right now, if you're handling money for the first time, it feels like a test. Your first paycheck hits your account. It feels like pure freedom. Then a subscription you forgot about auto-renews. You see a limited time offer at checkout. Your friends want to go out, again, and your balance just seems to evaporate. You're not failing. You're playing a game where the rules are hidden, the score is unclear, and every decision costs you mental energy you don't have. This is present normal. It's a system built on friction, tiny leaks, and emotional math. The future normal removes that friction at the source, not by giving you more willpower, by designing the environment around you so the right choice is the default, quiet one. AI becomes that environment, a silent background layer that handles the friction so you can focus on the freedom. This isn't about getting rich. It's about preserving your attention, your time, and your freedom from the 1,000 small negotiations you never agreed to have. The central question shifts. What happens to your financial life when it stops feeling like a series of tiny, draining decisions? The change begins with the first 3 habits, which repair the broken infrastructure of adult money. They are the foundation. Then, for the first-time manager, the next 2 habits do something more urgent. They protect your present and map your future before your habits solidify. The repair begins at the most common point of failure, the silent, agreed-upon leak. This is the first shift. Your money gains a permanent autonomous negotiator. Today, you see a charge for $14.99. You remember you signed up for that app 3 months ago for a free trial. You sigh. You have to find the password, log in, navigate a cancellation maze, and confirm. The friction is high. The $14.99 isn't the cost. The cost is the 20 minutes of your life and the mental slot it occupies. So you often just pay again. In 5 years, the default is a standing instruction. You give a system one rule: no subscription renews without my explicit one-tap approval from a notification. The AI handles the rest. It isn't an app. It's a permission layer between your card and the world. When the trial is ending, you don't get an email from the company designed to trick you. You get one alert from your system. App X trial ends in 24 hours. Auto-renew is $14.99. Allow once, block permanently. You tap block. It handles the cancellation. The friction is gone. The leak is sealed. You don't have to be vigilant. The system is vigilant for you. The goal isn't to save $14.99. It's to give you back the 20 minutes and erase the sigh. This connects to a deeper layer. If the first habit prevents agreed-upon leaks, the next addresses the decisions you're actively making. It's the silent second opinion. The moment is familiar. You're online. It's late. You've been scrolling. An ad hits perfectly. A limited time offer flashes. Buy now. Pay later in 4 easy payments. It feels smooth, frictionless. You click, you tap your fingerprint. It's done. The future normal inserts a moment of quiet context, not a warning, a fact. As the payment confirmation screen loads, a neutral line of text appears beneath it. Using Pay Later will reserve $75 of your available cash for the next 2 months. Your average weekend spending is $120. This will reduce your weekend flexibility by an estimated 60%. Or for a simple impulse buy, this is a category you haven't purchased in 90 days. Similar past purchases have a 70% chance of being unused after 30 days. The information was always there in your own spending history. The system just surfaces it in the decisive second. You can still confirm, but you cannot unsee the context. The emotion of the moment meets the pattern of your life. The small, lonely decisions that shape your financial reality are no longer made in a vacuum. The friction isn't added to stop you. It's designed to protect you from your own temporary state. That second opinion removes the emotion of the moment. But what about the broader picture? This leads to the third shift. Your budget stops being a rearview mirror. It becomes a forward-looking prediction. Present normal budgeting for a first-timer is a ledger of guilt. You look back at the weekend. Where did it all go? You try to categorize the blur of coffee, snacks, ride shares, and venue covers. It's pointless. The money is gone. The plan feels impossible. Future normal is a forward-looking model. You don't categorize the past. You set a simple priority. Keep $500 in the account as a buffer. Save $50 from every check for that concert ticket. The AI then models your known income and your fixed bills. It creates a live rolling forecast. You don't open your app to see a static number. You open it to see a trajectory. On Tuesday, it shows you are on track. Your projected balance for Saturday is $220. On Saturday afternoon, after lunch, you check again before making plans. Your current spending pace puts your projected balance at $80 by Sunday night. This is $40 below your buffer rule. Adjust pace? It's not a limit, it's a forecast, like checking the weather before you choose shoes. You are not being told no, you are being informed. The anxiety of the unknown, can I afford to go out, is replaced by a simple, neutral projection. The friction of uncertainty is removed. Now the stakes change. The first 3 habits fix a broken system. The next 2 are proactive. They are for the first-time manager, where the goal isn't optimization, it's preservation. Preservation of your most limited resources, your attention, and your future freedom. These 3 habits repair a broken system. But for the first-time manager, the goal isn't just repair, it's protection. This brings us to the 4th layer, the defense of your attention and impulse by default. Your attention is the target. Every platform, every game, every store is designed to capture it and convert it into a microtransaction, a dopamine-driven purchase, or just more time spent. The present normal asks you to resist this with willpower, which is a finite resource that depletes exactly when you're most vulnerable, when you're tired, bored, or scrolling. The future normal uses environmental design. You set a default rule once. After 11 p.m., any non-essential purchase over $20 requires a 4-hour hold. The system enforces it silently. No argument, no debate. At 11:30 p.m., you see the perfect hoodie. You add to cart. You check out. Instead of a confirmation, you get purchase placed on hold until 3:30 a.m. per your rules. You will be prompted to confirm then. The moment is broken. The engineered impulse loop is disrupted. By morning, the context has returned. You confirm or cancel from a calm state. The rule isn't about the money. It's about inserting a speed bump between the impulse and the action. It treats your late-night brain as a different state, a condition to be managed by design, not overcome by grit. The system doesn't judge. It executes. It protects your daytime judgment from your nighttime impulses by changing the environment. The small, regretful purchases that feel meaningless in isolation, but which drain your cash and train you to spend, begin to disappear. Not because you changed, because the path between seeing and buying was gently, automatically lengthened. Protecting your present attention is one thing, but what about the slow drift of your future? This leads to the final and most profound calibration, making your future consequences visible in the present. This is the most powerful shift for a first-time manager. Right now, a spending habit forms invisibly. The weekly $40 on delivery apps, the monthly $80 on in-game currency. It feels isolated. The consequence, a drained account, a missed opportunity, a growing reliance on instant gratification, feels like a separate, mysterious problem. The cause and effect are too distant in time to feel connected. Future normal closes that gap. The system continuously runs silent, parallel simulations based on your actual behavior. It doesn't preach, it projects. Once a month, you might get a simple digest. Not just what you spent, but what that spending implies. Your current spending on delivery apps averages $45 per week. If maintained for 1 year, this is $2,340. This is approximately the cost of the upgraded laptop you've tagged, or 78% of the cost of that semester's textbooks. Or your small treat spending at campus cafes is $12 per day, 3 days a week. Over a 15-week semester, this is $540. This is equal to 27 weeks of your scheduled $20 weekly savings transfer. The power is not in the judgment, it's in the connection. It instantly maps a small, daily, frictionless behavior onto a tangible future cost that you yourself care about. It makes the abstract consequence concrete and immediate. You begin to feel the weight of the habit as you form it, not years later. The system doesn't tell you to stop. It tells you what continue means. You are free to choose, but you are choosing with full visibility. The drift of small decisions becomes visible before it solidifies into a current that pulls you somewhere you never consciously decided to go. So what is lost if you ignore this shift? The cost is not a lower investment return. It is the slow, silent transfer of your freedom of attention, spent on managing predatory friction, your freedom of choice, eroded by impulse loops designed by others, your future freedom of action, limited by small habits that compound into large constraints. The future normal is not a tutorial, it is an environmental update. It sets the defaults in your financial landscape to protect you, so you can spend your real energy on things that aren't a draining, hidden game. In 5 years, explaining that you manually canceled subscriptions, that you battled buy now, pay later offers with sheer will, that you were constantly surprised by your own balance, will sound like explaining that you used to memorize phone numbers, a remarkable expenditure of mental energy for a mundane, automatable result. The new normal is calm, systematic, and inevitable. It starts not with a major resolution, but with a single quiet question. What is the first piece of financial friction you would gladly never think about again? The answer to that question is your point of entry. The rest is just default settings.